call me Master Zen cause I'm a flicky bands.
You see the stupid title, man? I don't know what's going on. Let's get into it. What the hell? Bro, you see the stupid title, bro. Let's get into it.
Easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on.
Oh, hell no. Cars are included? I need to see this. Stupid.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
30, I think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted.
Bro, what's with this trend? It's like, okay, how do I put this? These goofballs stay in New York. Oh, maybe in my head I'm thinking about New York City. That's the reason why I'm thinking like, bro, how are they able to escape from these cops if they stay in the city? Bro, in the city there's so many stops. You stop here, then you go to another junction. I don't even know what's the correct word. I don't know how to drive, my nigga. I don't have a license. Like, bro, it's a stop and go. It's a stop and go in the city. That's why they say if you live in the city, you can't have a car. Just get a transport or something like that. I don't know. Local transport, public transport. Because having a car is like you stop and then you go, then you stop again because you're in the city and like it's close quarter or something like that. So how the hell they like? I've been seeing a lot of these videos, bro. If you're tapped into it, like the car scene or whatever, or like you watch a lot of the car videos, it's always this goofball in New York running away from the cops. It's like, how are they doing this? Or they only do this in like areas there's like where there isn't a lot of like stop and goes. I don't know, but they be confused the hell out of me. But hey, the videos be entertaining. And there always is some motherfucking.
I'm here with the most wanted drivers in New York.
Hey, I'm street cuz.
Squeeze Benz. Why do I feel as if I'm subscribed to that nigga? I don't know.
I do big dog shit, I fuck your bitch, bro. I heard she been wanting a kid.
I'm a big dog, and I do big dog shit. I'm a big dog, you let the dogs outside.
Swim team, you already know what's going on. I love NYPD. Swim team, the dream team.
So buckle up, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride. One day in the safety of my home in Milwaukee, I started to get bombarded by DMs imploring me to explore these two drivers named Squeeze Benz and Where's 981. When I looked at their pages,
Where's 981? I feel as if I'm not subscribed to these guys. I don't know. Let me do my research.
driving shocked me. I would describe their videos as daring, dangerous, and reckless. I'm fascinated by the human desire to push limits and go against the grain. I'm fascinated by the daredevils and outlaws of the world. Young men in particular love to do this in a variety of ways. Evel Knievel shot himself out of a cannon, Philip Petit tightrope walked across the Twin Towers, Alex Honnold climbed up cliffs without a rope, and fighter Darren Till cut weight until he went blind. The question that comes to mind when you look at this behavior is what compels someone to push themselves to such lengths and risk injury or death. In today's video, we investigate this daredevil behavior in the form of reckless drivers who are causing outrage and fascination across New York.
Police tried to pull over a car on West 38th Street and 7th Avenue. The driver sped off, slamming into cars, driving on the sidewalk, and even hitting a dining shed.
But there's a twist in the story because these
Man, why you gotta say like that? Like they just hit a living thing, and they hit. What do I thought she was going to say, and they hit a person. Shit, thank God that they didn't like have a collision with a living person or whatever, something like that. But I don't know, the way he just said it is like, ooh, oh what? Oh, they hit a mailbox. We're supposed to be scared. Ooh, he's a bad guy. I mean, I'm tweeting. Hold on, but let me hear.
West 38th Street and 7th Avenue, the driver sped off, slamming into cars, driving on the sidewalk, and even hitting a dining shed.
but there's a
And even hitting a diamond shed. Yeah, man. Yeah, the news people are falling off, man. They gotta be out here sounding like something more exciting is happening. Like, the topic is already exciting. A goofball is driving a car stupid as hell. I don't know, but she just pissed me off.
twist in the story because these guys don't just risk their own necks in the stunts, they also risk the lives of innocent pedestrians and the law enforcement that chases them. These guys regularly go on police chases and evade police helicopters. Today, we interview them face to face and talk morality, ethics, danger, and their motivation for their behavior. Let's dive in and go boots on the ground.
Bro, where's this goofball,
This
man?
documentary is purely for educational purposes. We want to stress that the behavior depicted in this video is dangerous, illegal, and should never be imitated. And remember, it only takes one bad crash to ruin your life or someone else's. Please drive responsibly. Thank you.
Bro, where is this goofballs, bro? Like, I'm still scrolling right now. Ah, they're playing music. I don't want no copyright things.
We wanted to know how everyday people felt about this kind of driving. We had some extra time to kill at the New York airport, so I went around showing people videos of Squeeze Benz and Where's 981 driving. Here's what they had to say about it. What do you think of that?
It's just dangerous. I think if people go after them, it's a bit dangerous. Was everyone else at risk?
He's probably going 120, 130 right now. See how there's some close calls?
I feel like he thinks he's in a video game. That stuff pisses me off. So I got kids that are on those roads too. When that guy hits one of my kids, he'll say, I don't know what happened.
I could tell this guy a million times, hey, you're gonna kill somebody on the road. He's gonna do it anyways. What do you think about that?
It makes me mad. I get it. All kids, they're bred to do that, right? But it's still irresponsible.
If I told you that this guy's gotten away from not only multiple police, but also helicopters. What's your reaction on that?
I believe it. I just feel like it's really selfish. I feel like he should get his license taken away for some period of time and probably have to go through safe driving classes, maybe talk to people who are victims of people that drive like him.
I think it should be commensurate with like attempted manslaughter or something like, I mean, that's in effect, you're putting people at risk intentionally when you go a certain speed over the speed limit.
If you were his mother or father, what would you tell him?
That he's a selfish idiot. One of these days, somebody is gonna get in his way and that person's
brother. Bro, this thing is pissing me off, bro. I'm not even paying attention to the video, but I'm listening, but at the same time I'm trying to look for this goofball, man. Damn.
Dead, or many people are gonna end up dead. And
oh, probably maybe he deleted his channel. Bro, this is one of them goofballs, man.
if he ends up dead, that's his consequence for what he does, but nobody else deserves to have that kind of risk. It's no different than someone who's really drunk getting behind the wheel of a car and driving when they have no control. I mean, your car is actually like a weapon of mass destruction. It has to be handled with care.
Worse than being drunk and getting behind the wheel, because you're actively making the choice to put other people's lives at risk.
The steepest price that gets paid is not the person driving the car. I mean, someone's going to end up dying, and that'll be that.
That can ruin hundreds of people's lives. Like if a kid in a school were to die, everybody in the school would be mourning for that one person.
Oh yeah, he's tripping. Not safe at all.
If he hits somebody, do you think it should be manslaughter or the first degree?
I say manslaughter because you know what you're doing. Like you're just driving crazy. Like
what would you tell him?
Understandable.
I'd be like, slow down.
What do you think about driving like this?
Oh, it's terrible. I don't like it.
Like, you better stay away from it.
Yeah.
What should be the penalty if he's caught? Manslaughter or first degree? That's another debate.
If he hits somebody, you mean if he kills somebody? It's vehicular manslaughter.
This guy has an ability to get away from multiple police vehicles and including helicopters.
Right.
So he hasn't been caught. Yesterday, he got away from a helicopter.
Where, in New York or California?
New York.
Wow. What kind of car is he renting?
Lamborghini.
I could see I was out running the cops. I guess we could hope for him hitting a telephone pole. Turn yourself in, brother. You're a reckless driver and you're going to hurt innocent people.
Man, that group was like, man, who that is? Oh, that nigga trying to tell me what to do with my car, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Play music again. Ha ha, get into it, man. Come on.
Way to meet Squeeze Benz. Recently, he's been making the news for his high-speed stunts. While some people see his driving as exhilarating or exciting, there's a rising sentiment that this sort of behavior unnecessarily endangers innocent drivers and pedestrians. He sent us the address of a random parking garage and told us to pull up. This is what we encountered. Folks, we're on the way to talk to one of the most wanted drivers, Squeeze Benz. This kid does stuff that makes my butthole pucker up.
That's why they say the generation is cooked. He said this kid.
Pause. This guy is reckless. This guy is extreme. This guy drives at a very...
Oh, I found this goofball. I don't know if y'all know this one. Hold on, let me. I don't know if y'all gonna see it. And yes, it's an Android phone. Wait, why don't I just search it on the internet? Let me just do this. I'm gonna be back. My PC finna take 2 years when I try to open a Chrome browser. Oh, I'm back. Finally, let me get into it. Wait. You don't even see the screen. Okay, you see my screen. This goofball. I watched this goofball. I wonder if them Squeeze the Benz, whatever the dumb boys got. Yeah, this is the goofball that I watch on YouTube. Sean, whatever, I don't know what they call him. This Mr. Sean. Yeah, you see the title, man. Let's get into it. What the fuck am I mean title? Let's just get back to a normal video, man. Where's the video? Oh.
High speed. I do not drive like this. You shouldn't drive like this, and there's a reason why I'm not getting into their cars while they're driving this fast. It's dangerous, it's reckless, it's scary. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. He's kind of like a high-speed fugitive. I'm always interested in the outlaws of the world, people that live on the edge. Humans, especially men, are always pushing the...
My brother, do not go to a country like Arab. Hey, bro. Okay, I'm gonna put this. God protect this man, Tommy, because the things he just say, he trying to interview like people who be outlaws and all that. If everybody's tapped in, bro, y'all saw what happened to Arab, bro. That boy was kidnapped by them Haiti people. I don't know, bro. Crazy, but thank God he was able to they were able to free that boy. Hey, the content this man bring us and the dangers they get into.
Limits of danger. But one distinction I want to make is Evel Knievel only harms himself if he fails. The UFC fighters are both signing up, they're in mutual combat. But these guys, if something goes wrong, they harm innocent civilians. So I want to ask him about that, but then ask him about the outlaw, the testing danger piece that lives strongly within them, because I think that's interesting. This is not a product placement. I do not want a partnership with Celsius. I do not drink your drinks every single trip, multiple times a day. I don't absolutely love your drink. Guys, if you want to hit me up, please do. I would love to. Otherwise, I'll probably have Prime, and you know how that goes. So,
hey, get your money on, man.
Squeeze Benz. I'm excited. I hope you are too. You know, high speed must be an issue around here if they have a Mustang NYPD car that's got some zip to it. RIP Mainstream Media. It's been a great run. Kudos to you for lasting as long as you have. But it's it. I mean, that's your finish. Sorry. In honor of that, RIP Mainstream Media. Sweatshirts available. TommyGMcGee.com.
I don't have no money.
God, dude. What the f is this, Batman, dude? On a scale of
it is goofball, man.
1 to 10, how wanted would you say you are?
Probably a 10. Nobody's more wanted than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It started like about a year ago. I got my first Benz, and I always did like little driving videos, and I never really took it to nothing. And then my boy started saying like, you know, mad people are blowing up off this, and I was just like, you know, that's how it started.
I'm curious, like you have a Lamborghini, at one point a Mercedes-Benz. I'm sure you go through a lot of different cars. Are you going on tour and just driving people's cars all crazy? You guys getting your own cars? Like, tell me about that.
I had my own car for a bit, but then I changed it up because I did get chased a lot. Well, I just realized, like, you know, doing long-term rentals is just a way better route. And then obviously I don't tell these guys I'm street bad.
Did you ever get blown up by the tour people asking what the hell happened?
They do ask, and then like I kind of just like, you know, I'm just driving the car, you know what I mean?
You mix danger, but there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you think about the element of danger for that?
I've been doing this since like real shit since I was 9. I used to take my dad's car out and I used to just bug out. I've been doing this for so long now that I feel like I did have some professional at it. Like, you know, niggas know like that's how I drive. There's been incidents where I've gone out with people and they try keeping up with me and they've crashed.
How fast do you go?
I mean, there's been a video on live where I've gone one-handed 210 miles an hour.
Filming with one hand, driving with the other.
Let me chill out, bro. I'm sick. I don't know if I mentioned that in the start of the video, so I can't fully do my expressions or like get it too hype. How much? 120 miles per hour. Oh,
210
this guy is testing God, man.
No, that's insane. Did that scare you?
Not really, just to build up a tolerance of just speed.
Do you feel like the police watch your Instagram?
100%, they do.
Let's pop in the car and keep the conversation going. Okay. How many people normally out compared to like, am I in the high end of
the high end?
Does your mom worry about you?
I call her. She don't even want to hear the things that I'm doing. She be getting scared because she know I be doing shit, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know any friends that have gotten really hurt or died doing this?
My boy, he was racing and he macked up and he hit his head and his head like split open a little bit. He needed stitches, but like other than that, nothing's ever happened.
Tell me about the cat.
Something me said, bro, and then he doesn't realize that he must stop. And I just realized this thing. What? Okay, for me, like, what type of extreme thing I could say I'll be doing it, and I know it's dangerous, but I keep continuing doing it. I'm not gonna lie, not really much back then. Bicycles, like, I could say I live like the place I live in I live at right now. It's a mixture of like we live on a mountain. The area I live in is a mountain. So bro, just riding bikes down the mountain, bro, or like because the road is on an incline. Yeah, and you know that going fast. Sometimes the bikes, obviously, we live in the hood. They were not professional bikes, and some of the bikes didn't have brakes, so you have to brake with your feet. Okay, not feet. Okay, one of the homies was able to fucking brake with his feet, man. I don't know how that boy's leg is good. Them African genes, man. I don't know. Something along those lines. That's probably it. Shit, you can probably even say like going to the amusement park. Like riding those roller coasters and this and that. Y'all know, obviously everybody knows that roller coasters are dangerous because they can take you up, flip you side down, and only to find out that whatever is holding you into the chair or like your seat, it's not, I don't know, bro. Yeah, multiple casualties can happen, but we still go to what the hell they call it, man? Those places with those machines or like rides, man.
System in New York, how hard is it to evade capture or awareness of the police?
Super easy. A lot of people like they be doing crimes with their plates on. Like, I mean, if I go and run from the cops, I'm gonna make sure I either have altered plates or no plates at all.
New York City is home to one of the most advanced camera surveillance networks on the planet. An Amnesty International project identified that there are more than 25,000 public and private cameras at traffic intersections across the city. This camera technology can capture
they be taxing you boys, man,
up to 400 feet away. This infrastructure isn't cheap either. This camera technology, combined with cell phone tracking tools, spyware, and facial recognition, racked up nearly $3 billion in expenditures from the NYPD from 2007 to 2019. When street racers run rampant in the city, it's easy for governments to make the argument to increase the surveillance in order to shut down this reckless and deadly behavior. However, this same
or make it more efficient so they can be able to like give the wrong people tickets or everybody tickets, even though they literally are under the speed limit. I don't know, bro. I don't want to get into those type of topics, bro, but yeah, bro. Speed cameras and all that thing, bro. There's multiple reasons or like there's multiple stories of people getting given tickets even while they're driving normally. Like, some boys just want to make more money.
Technology can also be used to capture the profiles of millions of civilians on a daily basis, something that is currently happening in China and that many Americans are afraid of. As technology such as AI facial recognition and high-def cameras increase in quality, this is a challenge we are going to have to wrestle with to ensure the very tech that can help keep us safe also doesn't grow too powerful to infringe upon our freedoms. What are the different penalties for if you got caught doing what we were doing?
Jail time. I'm running red lights. I'm doing more than triple the speed limit, double the speed limit. This is a lot of tickets to it.
You did a video in Times Square recently, right?
Yeah.
I gotta send it back for all my insecurities. Maybe like some work will probably clean it back. Tom's is line locked when he slide.
YouTube this fake, this AI. That was, nah, I'm gonna lie, that's nice. Now this game is exceptional, bro.
It only takes one mistake to permanently change or destroy somebody's life.
I do understand that. It's just like, we were also like, there was a lot of people, 12 o'clock in the morning, you seen in the video, like I stopped, looked around, made sure there was nobody, and started doing donuts. And then when I was on the red lights, I'm not gonna lie, I was still keep bugging.
The problem is that he's saying this, usually what they say, bro, if you're doing some illegal things, like when they're relating to cars, do it at nighttime, or like do races at nighttime where there isn't a lot of people on the roads. But we can say, okay, at least he's looking out before he does his stupid things. But other people, they don't care. The views, man. If there's a lot of people on the streets, or like, I don't know, these weird thinking like this, but if there's a lot of obstacles in that video and he overcomes them, he's gonna get a viral video or a viral moment. Viral.
You know how to run red lights? I've been chased by mad cops to the point where I could blow the red lights doing 60, 70. No, I'm not gonna get my part.
What is your strategy in getting away from police?
Hopping on the highway. These cops, like, they're not really built for that. It's a lot of real rookie cops now. It's a bunch of rookie cops. And these guys do not know how to drive on the highway.
Let's talk about how drivers like Ben's can evade detection for so long. They do so by altering or covering up their license plates so the car cannot be tracked by police or the traffic cameras. Cars with this modification have been nicknamed ghost cars. Last month, a joint task force was launched between New York Governors Kathy Hochul, New York Mayor Eric Adams, the NYPD, and the MTA to crack down.
Nah, we smoke on that man, bro. Bro, stop the crime, not the music. Understandable people gonna say, it fuels crime, this and that, but it's like, bro, hip hop has been here for years, but I don't know, bro. Me personally, bro, I just feel as if that's just a goofy way of trying to handle a situation where instead of sending people or like the officials or I don't know, stopping crime where it starts, the goofball just say, you know what, let's just ban drill from New York. Like, what? Bro.
On the issue of ghost cars. In their first day alone, they impounded 73 cars, issued 282 court summons, and made 8 arrests. And I noticed the same thing back home in Milwaukee. The guys running through the red lights, driving the stolen cars, and driving aggressively, most of them do not have license plates. What's the longest police chase you've been on?
30 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's a pretty long chase. How many guys do you think were chasing you at once?
I had to do like 3, 4, but the main thing was the helicopter. That was really hard to go to. Luckily, it was late night. I was in the Porsche, and that shit does 210 miles an hour. So I just hopped on the highway. You know what I mean? The helicopter can only go so fast.
You go faster than the helicopter?
Yeah, they only like top out like 150, 140.
You crash into somebody, they get paralyzed, they die. Do you think you deserve to go to prison?
Yes. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be put into prison for life. If I kill somebody, that's somebody's life. Like, that's somebody's mother, brother, cousin, whatever the case is. If somebody
Bro, that's the problem though. He looks like a quote-unquote good guy, but the other goofballs, bro, y'all already seen it. Bro, I be trying to avoid this type of videos where like, oh, someone crashed into this while street racing. Cause it like, bro, it's annoying when you love cars and like the car scene, and then you see videos of goofball doing some stupid shit, like doing races in like a public area or like going fast or driving recklessly in an area where like there's a lot of people or like there's people in that area. Like, come on, bro. And they make, and because of that news, obviously the bad news, like the bad news overshadowed, like how do I put this, bro? This English is not loading in, bro. The bad things overshadow the good things. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, bro. Something along those lines. And then that's what people who are not in the car scene or like cars, that's the thing they finna think about. Oh, so if me getting a fast sports car, it means I'm like supporting this thing of like doing illegal things, racing at like, I don't know, bro, doing illegal things with cars. That's what they have. Here's another thing. When the people who don't know watch streams or YouTube, they think every time they hear the word YouTube or streamers, they just think about some stupid niggas. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Them goofballs, you know, you thinking of them right now, them goofballs, bro. They're the reason why some people be saying, oh, streamers are lame, YouTube is lame, this and that. Like, YouTubers are lame, or anybody who's making money online is lame, because the face of those of like, Jesus, never mind, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, man. This English is not loading, bro. My head is literally thumping right now. Yeah.
Go to jail, you know what I mean? Maybe not for life, but just enough to get it in their head, like, you know.
What makes taking these risks worth it for you?
They're not really risks to me, that's the thing. I don't really see them as risk. I see them as like, you know, me just everyday driving.
You say you've been driving since you were 9 years old?
My dad used to give me his car. You know, I used to sit on his lap when I was like 7. He used to give me the steering wheel, that, and then, you know, I hit 9. He used to send me, yo, go to AutoZone real quick. I used to go to AutoZone, Home Depot, whatever the cases. At 13, I used to start picking up my boys, and that's when I started really, like, you know, cutting up.
Oh my motherfucker, okay, easy, Tiger, easy. Come on. Hey.
Picking up my boys, and that's when
my stupid ass dude is stuck up. Oh, bro, I'm already thinking about like, bro, I wish I was in that car, because bro, the thrill of being in a car going crazy, like you see that boy weaving and every, like, I don't know, bro, it's just something about it. And hearing the sound of the, I don't know, bro, I'm geeking out. hearing the sound of the engine. Oh, they nerdy ass boy.
I started really like, you know, cutting.
Like, look at this, man. Look at this.
Send me over to AutoZone real quick. I used to go to AutoZone, Home Depot, whatever the case is. Go 13, I used to start picking up my boys, and that's when I started really like, you know, cutting up.
Man, stop talking. Hit that bit, man.
Oh, fuck, okay, easy, Tiger. Easy. Come on. Hey. Hey. No more.
Ooh, that motherfucking made me.
Imagine me doing that.
At 100?
Yeah, that's really nothing.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
More than my hand. There's been so many times where like the boys just get behind us and they start chasing. Or like it's not really chases to us. You know, they back off.
Do you think you're the most wanted driver in New York?
Between me and Where's 981, like Where's 981 low-key died down, I feel like I've taken over that spot, so yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of young men that watch your content. What do you think about kids that want to go try and replicate this, copy this?
From Squeeze Benz himself, do not come try this.
This is something that you could get paralyzed, you could die. I don't drive like this, you shouldn't. Some people in this game take lots of risks, and Squeeze is one of those guys, but highly advise never to do this. How sophisticated is the camera system in New York?
It's getting more sophisticated now to where like, you know, it'll take them probably 2-3 days to really find where he was at, you know what I mean?
How do you stash your vehicle so that the police don't trace you to your house?
I pay for a garage, I have other parking garages where I park my car.
So just like a drug dealer has trap houses, you have different...
Yeah.
Here we go. Are you
Wait a minute, move this here.
You're right here.
Bro. Now this is where my level-headed self can say, nigga, you ain't had to do all that though. Come on, bro. In front of the cup, come on, bro.
I get a glove on this. They got the truck.
But how do you know he was about to get out of his vehicle? You were just about to smack him as he opened up his door.
I would have thought, nah, chill.
Why do you think it's something that young men gravitate towards?
Adrenaline.
Let's talk about brain development in young men. The male brain does not fully mature until about 25, so their prefrontal cortex that assesses risk is not fully.
I have like, wait, how many years do I got left until 35? I think 2. Damn. And I look like this. Shit, that's a blessing.
Developed yet, which helps to explain the risky behavior we see in this segment of the population. There's a name for this, young male syndrome. This sometimes short-sighted behavior is hypothesized to have provided an evolutionary advantage. A 2001 University of Liverpool study found that females prefer brave males who take risks to the ones that do not. And if we go back thousands of years to being
man, no female, no lame man, nigga.
gatherers on the savannah, this preference makes sense, as a female would want the male that fends off the lion or stands to fight when another rival tribe approaches. Biologically, not much has changed in our brains then, but our technology has progressed much further, and it helps to explain why you see young men doing high-speed chases and drifting through Times Square. What's the craziest getaway?
Young shooters, man.
That'd be the one with the helicopter. I pulled up on the helicopter showing the charge. He was about to pull someone over, so I got behind him. I started playing with him, and I was recording. I got away, obviously. A week later, I started getting chased by 2-3 black Chargers. I'm looking up, and I see the helicopter above me, and I'm like, oh nah. It was only like my second ever helicopter chase, so my heart was dumping. I'm not knowing how hard these guys are gonna go for me right now. They're gonna set a roadblock up, something, you know what I mean? But thank God that wasn't the case.
Like a spike strip.
That's never happened to me. I don't need to give these niggas advice, but like, I don't know why don't use spike strips.
Is it hard for you not to be going fast right now?
Honestly, yeah. If New York really wanted to step their game up, they should put a place where people can do this and have fun in a safe environment. If you give us a spot, we're gonna use it.
How long do you see yourself doing this for?
This is not gonna be a forever thing. Eventually it's gonna turn into a brand.
How often do you drive reckless?
It's every day but till
Let's talk about reckless driving in the United States. In 2021, there were 6 million car crashes and 39,500 of them were fatal. A survey by the insurance company nationwide found that 47% of Gen Z reported driving faster than the speed limit and 34% of them reported video.
And you want to know why cars are, bro, I live in South, well, the only media that I consume or like videos are literally from America, so that's why I sound like this. I know for a fact it had to be some Nissan 350Zs, 370Zs. You know what? All the like V6s that be making trumpet sounds. The German cars, cause bro, for people who don't know about cars, like you be seeing other cars like I don't know how American cars where like you need to buy a lot of multiple things, this and that. But no, them German cars, bro. All you just need is literally a laptop. You update the server or like, I don't know, the software. I'm not a professional in explaining or knowing what happens in the car. But bro, they just literally just update the server and the car literally can go from like, example, this is an example, from like, how do I put this? From 200 horsepower to like 300 horsepower, just from a software update. I know that's maybe exaggerating, but hey man, the whole thing about cars, man, that's why we love them.
Chatting while driving. Actions like this help contribute to car crashes being the leading cause of death for
like, you ain't gotta do a lot, bro.
Another concerning fact is the amount of pedestrians killed by reckless driving. In 2022, there were 7,500 deaths in this manner. In New York, vehicular manslaughter is a felony that carries a steep sentence of up to 15 years. We took 2 Polaroids, they're fresh off the press, still developing. We're gonna put them in 2 random people that buy merch in the next 48 hours. 2 people will get Squeeze Benz, Tommy G, Polaroid photos, RIP mainstream media, big dogs gotta eat. Hope to send this to you. Available on Patreon only are the wild and extended cut versions of the interviews with Squeeze Benz, including one right after he got finished with a helicopter chase, extended cut interview with Swim Team, and more. This is some good shit. Patreon.
Don't have money for the Patreon. They play music. I don't know if it's copyrighted, so I'm just gonna do this, bro. For the people who don't know about YouTube, if there's like, you're watching a video, you're doing a reaction, and they play a song, you don't know whether, bro, if they play a song, you gotta be scared because you don't know whether that song is gonna like prevent your video from being viewed or like up, or they can block the video or delete it. So back then, Tommy G's videos, you were able to play them without like or react to them without having any music that could delete your reaction video. These days, bro, I don't know, man.
Driver wears 981.
And he's talking. Ugh.
We find ourselves in another parking garage meeting with New York driver Wears 981 and his crew, the Swim Team. Swimming refers to the driving technique where they cut up, weaving in and out of traffic to get where they want to go. They've gained a lot of notoriety online, and I wanted to talk to them to learn more about them.
The faster you go and the more dangerous you drive, the more views you get.
Alright guys, we're pulling up to meet the Swim Team. They're one of the groups of the drivers. Why do you guys call yourself Swim Team?
This is how it started. Like, they call me Float. Used to be called Float Apostle. So like, I guess it's like a teacher. I would teach you how to float. And then it just turned into like, you know, we started cutting up and stuff. It was almost like we were swimming through traffic. And they'll call me like Michael Phelps. So we're swimming.
How fast do you go sometimes?
I'm hitting 150 every day. It's easy to hit 150, bro. Like, it's triple digits no matter what. Your 50, 60 miles an hour is my 100.
Have you had any near misses?
Yeah, of course. People come to me like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm not going to try and teach you how to do it because of the simple fact that someone can get hurt. Thank you that I have not hurt anybody. It's like shooting a gun in an open field. Like, anybody can get hit with a straight bullet.
If you hit somebody and they get really injured or die, what should be the punishment, you think?
I'm going to jail 1,000%.
Yeah, it's worth it. Why?
It's not worth it. That's the thing. I can't justify it, you know?
What's it like being in a high-speed chase?
Your first time, it feels crazy, bro. It's like you're like you're scared to go home some way, somehow. You make it home. You have a little bit of a tough night of sleep that first night, and then you make it to the second night, you make it to the next night, they never come. After that, you get numb to it.
What are the laws in New York for chasing people? Because I know in Milwaukee, oftentimes they don't chase you at a certain speed because they know it results in civilian deaths a lot of times when the chase happens.
It depends on the cop, honestly. I've seen cops where one of my boys, this dude going off-road in New York, and the cops following him off the road.
Nah, he's not giving up.
You know, that one cop that's just ready to be like, all right, I'm coming for you, and it's over.
What does your mom think about this?
I bring my mom to work, she's going 150. She didn't get scared. In her eyes, she knows I'm a good driver. Like, she got mother's prayers, of course. She's gonna always pray for me, make sure everything works out every single time, but she's not too stressed.
You created Swim, right?
I created Swim, so it started off as a joke between me and some right floating, swimming, and then we're like, why does that sound kind of nice?
So I'm here with
Reaper for us, Reaper 50, where's 981, float.
And I'm Tommy G, allegedly.
And this a fake video, bro. I don't want to be caught. I don't want to even, bro, how do I put this? You don't know my real life. You can do some research and find me, oh, I live in this area, whatever, dogs me, whatever. But then you don't actually know the real me. We live in a world like, bro, there's so many people. Like, we could be like, bro, I know for Finny Fair, bro. There's certain people we have come across or met or like been in the same transportation or building, and we don't know this guy, like, they do some illegal things, man. Come on, man. It's like, What? Just to avoid for legal reasons, man. This is a fake video.
Who out of this group is the high-speed specialist?
This nigga right here is like nasty on the track. This nigga right here, he's just nasty on the road. He can slide, drift, go fast.
What's the fastest you guys have ever gone in a car before? 170? 170?
Man, yeah. That's why Squeeze Benz is like the most known, because that boy said 210. Yo.
It's life or death speed. What makes it worth it for you to put yourself in that position where you could go to the afterlife if you're not careful?
Rush, bro. Rush. When I drive my car, bro, I just drive it to have fun, bro. If I die, I die. And I'm not living life like I want to die for me. I'm not trying to go outside and die, obviously. I never, like, hopped in a car and went that fast off rip. It's kind of like, I got used to it, slowly, building up, like, a tolerance to speed. If you're watching this and you're a driver, then you know what I mean when you feel the rear wheels through the seat of the car.
You're super in tune and in touch. It's almost like the car is an extension of your body.
You have senses from the seat, the steering wheel, the audio cues, how loud the engine is, if your tires are squealing. You have so many cues in it, and it's really up to you to take all that sensory input and be able to, like, drive properly. It's like, we're not trying to do this shit forever. Like, we genuinely want to hop on the track, just go crazy. It's just a track right now. It's expensive, and people are shutting the tracks down.
Do you guys know any?
Bro, this thing that pisses me off, I don't even have a car, but the thing is, I'll be hearing when, like, they build, like, a track out in the middle of nowhere. Like, bro, they literally build this track in the boonies, bro. Nobody is there. There's literally nothing. They build a track over there. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, people just decide to build their houses next to the track. And then in the future, they complain about the noise. Why did y'all build those houses next to a track or a place that is literally loud? That's how, bro, if y'all don't know, bro, that's how a lot of, like, tracks or, like, yeah, places where people can go, like, high, I don't know, bro, do high speed races or something like that, bro. That's the reason why recently, bro, a lot of there's been, like, these people, I almost said something in my home language, bro. That's the reason, like he said, that's the reason why you end up seeing these guys racing in the streets, because they can't race in tracks or like in like legal tracks, because they close them down because of goofballs building their house next to the tracks. I don't even know why, man. I don't even have a car, but that's like, it be pissing me off,
One
man.
that has crashed or died or gotten injured doing this?
Crashed for sure, but nobody that's really crashed. If anybody were to seriously get hurt or crash or anything like that, I think it'll end it for everybody. I think we don't stop.
There's a risk of hurting someone that's completely innocent. Someone could be on their way to work. Someone could be going to pick up their kid from soccer practice. Like, how does that factor in your driving and what you think about when you drive?
I don't have to force nothing. If I get left, I get stuck.
What does that mean when you get left?
If I'm following 91 or I'm following flow and they think a cut I can't take, I'm not taking it. When we swim for each other. We drive for each other. We don't drive for ourselves. I know exactly how each one of them drives and how I drive. So God forbid someone has to hard brake. The cars behind are already braking and looking for openings so we're not rear-ending each other.
Have you guys had any near misses?
Of course. But there's this one time where he took a cut. Right after he took the cut, it was either I fit the cut or I'm gone. It's funny saying this, but we're not criminals. Yeah, we're like, we have insurance on our cars. We pay for it. People think, oh, it's daddy's money. Like, that should be pissing me off, bro, because I did work hard as
Yo, bro, just ignore them goofballs, bro. Everybody gonna say daddy's money, this and that. It's like, it's because those people, like, because they saw themselves working hard for the things they got. And when they see other people having, like, the things that they worked hard for, like, at a young age, they be like, yo, that's daddy's money. Like, bro, obviously, there's other people that use their parents' money to get a lot of things that they want, but not everybody. Like, come on, man. But, hey, that's what I be saying. If people are hating on you, bro, just ignore them goofballs, man. Niggas gonna keep on hating, bro. You can't change that.
Do you guys' moms know about this?
She knows, and she tells me every day to stop. And I tell her, look, I'm trying. We have a brand swim team, right? We're not trying to cut a reckless 24/7, bro. Like, we got a 5M service coming up, a Subtle Courses service coming up. And honestly, like, we see the community. We see the love you guys are giving us. And we're not going to take this and just, throw it all away. It's like one of those stories we're trying to create where the bad guy kind of
What do you say to the people that are like super pissed when they see what you do? They're like, that's reckless, it's selfish, it's dangerous, people could die. What do you say to those type of folks?
Honestly, bro, you're great. I agree with them, bro. I don't even argue with them. I don't argue with them, bro.
Hey, what's the point?
When people look at accidents and they see like us cutting up and like racing through traffic, doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff, they see it as not precise. Like they're thinking like we're just out there and we're trying to crash. We're not trying to crash. If anything, I would argue that when we're on the road, we're actually paying attention to the road more than anyone else on the road. Or another thing is drinking and driving. And like, we don't ever be under the influence ever behind the wheel. And I'm proud to say that.
Tell me what's going through your head in the police chase. How do you get away? What are you thinking about? Are you trying to go a few streets and take an exit? You got a hideout? Like, how do you evade police in this type of situation?
Hold on, don't give out too much sauce.
There's people that might watch what you do and wonder how the police have not caught you yet. What is your answer?
I mean, truly, the way that we don't get caught is to stop being dickheads. New York has a no chase policy. And I can say this because I've been, like, at least in swim, at least, I got into the most cop chases, right? And I'm not saying it because I like that. I got the worst luck, bro. Honestly, got the worst luck of it.
I wanted to know what the legal perspective was on what Swim Team, Squeeze Benz, and all these other New York drivers were doing. What were the legal ramifications? How much jail time could they?
Nah, that's so weird. That goofy as hell. That guy is literally drifting around the cup and pointing. Nah, that's a wild clip right there, bro. Look at this.
I wanted to know what the legal perspective was on what Swim Team, Squeeze Benz, and all these other were doing. What were the legal ramifications? How much jail time could they face? And why is it that they were so brazen about continually doing this? I talked to my guy Nate the lawyer to figure out more about this. He's a lawyer that runs a YouTube channel and breaks things down regularly. This is what he had to say.
My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm a former prosecutor and a former law school professor. And what you've just seen on screen is known as reckless driving. In the state of New York, you could serve up to a year in prison if you recklessly drive. Reckless driving in New York is simple. It's if you drive in a manner that, quote, unreasonably interferes with the free and proper use of the public highways or unreasonably endangers users of the public highway. Reckless driving is prohibited. Every person violating this provision shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, meaning you can serve up to a year in jail. If someone is injured or killed during the act of reckless driving, you could find yourself facing some serious charges.
Dangerous and disturbing exclusive video of young people driving their cars recklessly just before one of the cars crashed and killed 2 people.
Now, this driver was charged with manslaughter and negligent homicide. He's facing up to 10 years in prison. If you are doing something that you know is inherently dangerous and could get someone killed or hurt, and then you do it anyway, that the law finds to be reckless and criminal in some cases. Driving a car 90 miles an hour in a 50-mile-an-hour zone is reckless. Someone could get hurt, someone could get killed, and if someone does, then you are on the hook for that homicide. There may be no fear of repercussions because of New York's bail reform laws. The misdemeanor of reckless driving, as you see on the screen, isn't eligible for bail. If someone commits this crime 10 times in the same day, they'll get bail every time because of New York's bail reform laws. Now, some of you may not believe how insane New York's bail reform laws are, but they are insane. Like this guy who was arrested 101 times for shoplifting and let go every time because of New York's bail reform laws. Or this guy who was arrested for 3 assaults in one day, even threw a brick through a store window. He was released every single time on bail reform. Or the story of these 4 people who chopped up 2 bodies, left body parts all around the state of New York.
Damn, the bitch just turned dark. What the hell?
And then when the cops went to their home, they found blood, body parts, guts, everything in their home. Guess what the judge did? He released them without bail. When you put everything together, I think these guys are doing it because they don't really have any fear that they're going to kill anybody. And if they get caught reckless driving, they'll get arrested and charged, but they'll probably be let out the same day on bail reform. Then we can go out and do it again. If you need legal advice, if you're looking to this YouTube video to help you in your case, you're looking at the wrong place. With that being said, I'm Nate the Lawyer and I'm out. Peace.
After hearing what Nate the lawyer said, hearing that there's no consequences really for what these guys are doing, it makes sense why they're doing it. Back to the swim team. How often do you guys get nervous doing this?
Shit, on the last video in San Francisco, goofballs out here, there's like a certain limit of things you can steal. Like the amount of things in like the total amount that mustn't exceed this a certain amount. Bro, English is, I hate speaking proper. This is weird as hell, bro. How the hell am I even at? How do I even have a reaction channel if I don't know how to speak properly, bro? How do I put this, bro? If you steal something, make sure it's not the, for example, like 90, like it exceeds that amount of like 900. If it exceeds the amount of 900, then you can get arrested. If it doesn't, then you are released. And you only get to like pay a fine or something. That's why it's going, yeah, it's crazy in San Francisco, man.
So when I started, I just got nervous, especially when I used to run. And the reason I started running is not because I don't like cops. It's simply because like it got to a point where I couldn't afford the tickets anymore. Because I was getting singled out for no reason. The speed limit is 50, right? So I would be on the Bell Parkway and I'm going 70, 75. I'm doing the same speed everyone else is doing. However, when the state trooper sees everyone else and me, they single me out because I'm in a white Porsche. So then they think I can afford the ticket. Right? In the beginning I could, but then that shit started stacking up. And if you're gonna say, oh, then just don't speed, I wasn't speeding. I was just keeping up with the flow of traffic, right? And then I just started running one day because I just couldn't afford the tickets anymore. And then it just started. I was super nervous at first. You gotta count lawyer fees too. After the first time, I only got nervous.
And considering corruption, bro, all the cars could literally be going at like 70 miles per hour. But now that goofball is driving a fancy car. Let's stop owning that guy because they think he got money. I don't know. It's like bro, just increase the speed limit of that area, bro. Cause you see everybody's driving in like the same speed limit. Like, come on, man. Not even the same speed limit. They're driving at the same speed.
How many people were after you? 15 cars? Do you guys had to get away from helicopters before?
I never had to. Thanks God, honestly, but I feel like I don't fit in that situation.
Has the news reached out to any of you guys?
Oh yeah, of course. Bro, I ain't gonna front. This is crazy. I'm like AB7. I'm like AB7 News at all. Cause they reached out to me about my content and they still posted after I said no. And I don't like that. But yeah, this man was article about us already.
So news reporters have reached out to you guys. They DM you, they email you. Okay, so Ali Bauman from CBS New York.
I was like, no, I mean, I just never responded.
What made you say no to her and yes to me?
Honestly, bro, you're not a cop. Yeah, you're not a cop. You're not affiliated with the law. You don't have an ulterior motive. I genuinely feel like you're not going to try to paint a bad picture with it. And we've seen your videos, we've seen the work you do, and the type of, honestly, you've interviewed people that do worse stuff than us. Yeah, so it's like, come on now, if you were keeping them safe, there's no reason why you wouldn't keep us safe.
Yeah.
To me, it feels really
until he said, you know what? I'ma help them. And y'all the first victims here.
Fun to have no journalistic background, to be beating them at their own game.
Yeah, definitely. Bro, honestly, bro, when you're an authentic person, you go far, man.
I feel like people in our generation just don't trust the news. They've lied so many times that their credit's gone with us.
I don't even know why people are still watching the news, bro. Hey, watch it.
No, yeah, definitely. Honestly, bro, I've been getting more accurate shit from TikTok.
Pull over.
Bro, I don't know where I saw someone said it was like they were having a very serious conversation. And he literally said this. Like, you know, this guy is not lying. He literally said a lot of the things he has learned, or he or she, I don't know, I don't remember, bro. They have learned a lot of things from TikTok than the news. Like, they learn more things from TikTok than the news. Like, bro, that is crazy. Like, bro, it's like, and it's at the same time it's tiring. Like, bro, the news is supposed to provide you like actual real things that are happening in the world, but it's like, bro, it's hard to watch the news when sometimes they provide actual legit information, and then 2 minutes later they provide false or like propaganda. I don't know, bro. I don't even want to get into those type of topics, man.
Take the tracker out the whip, Range Rover Sport, I'm on the Jackie doing tricks. Keep swimming, got the paddles in the ship.
Trash.
Let's meet the swim team and let's hear their specialties.
When I do the song out here, man.
Swim team, you already know.
And what's your specialty?
My specialty is floating. All I do is float. That's my name. That's what I do. It's everything.
Do you feel like you have to look over your shoulder doing this kind of stuff?
I always look over my shoulder. I'm always 91. I would say I'm kind of camera shy, but like my specialty is like I do a little bit of everything. But when it comes to like the the corporate side of things, the brand and stuff, like I'm basically like the brains behind that whole.
Wait, so you're trying to turn this into a video game?
I mean, we already kind of did. It's a game. It's like called Assetto Corsa. So basically, we host servers, and you just gotta take the link, hop on the server, and if any one of us happens to play on the server, you get to drive with Swim risk-free.
Whereas 981 and his team are well aware that a lot of his fans are young males that might try and replicate what they do, and knowing that that is incredibly dangerous, his team has done something so you can join them in the safety of your home. They built this online Assetto Corsa server so you can drive, swerve, drift, whatever you want. All you need is a computer, internet connection, and it's recommended you have a steering wheel. Details to join the server are in my description.
Need money for that, big dog. Some goofball literally just got blessed with like a doodle at La Honda. That's the only thing that's the only thing they have in their possession that has like, how do I put this? Huh? Bro, that's the only thing they can do. That's the only thing that gives them the thrill of like driving. They don't have money to buy a PC. They were literally gifted a Honda, so that's the first thing they use. Plus, there's this thing of like, it doesn't feel the same when you're on a. Let me stop talking before I demotivate people from actually playing the game and actually them saying, nah, man, this guy is right. It's not the same. Let's go outside. For legal reasons, that was a joke. I'm not trying to influence anybody to go outside and drive recklessly, bro. Hey, y'all not finna add me.
Do you think you're wanted by law enforcement?
They definitely know about us. I mean, me specifically, I have no clue. If I am wanted, I'm sorry. I don't hate NYPD, I just don't want the ticket.
What do you go by?
Brick 250 or Brick 50, either one is fine.
And what's your specialty?
Well, right now, I think the fans would probably say my specialty is probably police chases, cop chases, and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think drifting though.
How many police chases do you think you've been in?
Honestly, bro, I lost count probably because I posted at least 30, I think. So I think I have.
You have at least 30 police chases on the internet right now.
Yeah.
Why is this worth potentially going to prison?
No matter how you look at it, it's not worth it at all. Me being how I am as a person, bro, it's fun, bro.
Who are you?
I'm Reaper.
What's your specialty?
I'm more low-key swimmer. I'm not really making videos and stuff, but if you know, you know.
Do you have any little brothers?
Oh yeah.
If they wanted to get into this, what would you tell them?
I'm a hypocrite, but I wouldn't recommend it. But
you don't recommend it? This is a question for
the whole group. Man.
How often do you guys have to change vehicles?
I say if you do it right, you could probably go a year to 2 years where you have to swap the car if you're smart, but you could do some dumb shit in one night that makes you have to swap.
What do you go by?
My name's Billy.
And what's your specialty?
Honestly, the fans kind of know me as Lester, I guess I would say. That's, if you get in trouble, you can call me. I'll help you with your situation.
So what makes this worth doing?
It's not worth doing. I wouldn't recommend doing it if I were you, but I can't make your decisions for you. So if you are going to do this against our best wishes, I guess, just think about other people on the road and do whatever you can to bring it home without hurting yourself, hurting anybody else, or damaging any property.
Tell me how you think about taking on risks and danger.
I think if you're ever going to take on any risks or any danger, whether it's physical risks or financial risks, I think you should write down every single one of the variables that could be a factor in the risk that you're taking, and you should figure out what's the worst case scenario that could go wrong, any other kind of scenarios that could go wrong, and you want to figure out what the best case scenario is, and if that's worth the gamble for you, for the risks that are laid out on the table. But if those risks are worth the reward that you're going for, I think you should go for it. And if at any time you get too scared, the risks are too much for the reward, you don't want to risk it for the biscuit.
Bro, when is this video ending? Not saying like I'm tired. Wait, bro, I'm sick. I think I mentioned that. I don't even know. I forgot, bro. Y'all see me out here coughing out of nowhere. I don't know, bro. I don't even want to say some pauses. Something is stuck somewhere. Ugh, the headaches are starting, and plus these lights.
Stop, because you're not built for it.
If you want an extraordinary life, you have to take extraordinary measures and risks in action, but know your lane and know when to sit out. And this is something I'm sitting out for.
Also, the story of Icarus, when you have black wings and you fly too close to the sun, never feel like you got it on lock 24/7.
The story of Icarus comes from Greek mythology. It recounts the tale of Daedalus and his son Icarus, who were imprisoned on the island of Crete by King Minos. To escape, Daedalus fashioned wings made of feathers and wax for him and Icarus. Warned by his father not to fly too close to the sun, Icarus did disregarded this advice. As he soared higher and higher, the wax melted, causing his wings to fail, and he plummeted into the sea and drowned. This story serves as a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of overconfidence and recklessness. And this story, I think, is very relevant to Mr. Squeeze Benz.
My son Stolen couldn't make it, but he wanted to say what's up to y'all, feel me?
Anything you gotta say for the camera, brother?
Shout out my son Jolly too, he couldn't make it. Yeah, so you asked us these questions. What do you think of swimming?
So here's the thing, I think danger is good in somebody's life, but when you endanger someone else while you're having your own fun,
that's a problem.
That's where I'm iffy about it. Yeah. I admire the courage, I admire the bravery, but when other people's lives are at risk, to me it's like it's a hard battle, you know what I mean? Like, if I lost a friend because someone was just having fun on the road, I'd want to kill that guy. I also, as a young man who does dangerous things too, get it. But I highly advise you, don't try it out.
They done gave the wrong niggas cars.
We met these guys here to do B-roll of their cool cars. But while waiting their turn, a couple of them decided to do donuts in a parking lot where there were many families. Because of this, the police were called, and in a few minutes, an NYPD helicopter arrived on the scene. This is what happened next.
Yo, we got a dip in a second. You seen that, right? Yeah.
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G, here with the most wanted drivers in New York. Look, they're peeling out. Folks, I wasn't lying when I said these guys are wanted. Well folks, I think it's time we get out of here. Stay safe. Realize that the choices you make can impact other people. There's dangerous things you can do that just impact yourself.
Facts.
When it impacts scared civilians, we should probably get out of here. Let's go. I'm conflicted with this video, folks, because a lot of young people are going to think this is cool.
Hey, bro. Shit, I don't even know what to say. Hey, man. Do whatever you're doing, because, like, nobody can stop a lot of y'all, bro. Because it's like this. The only way they can stop a lot of people is they give them, like, life sentences. If you did, like, a stupid crime or something. But considering some people, even if you put them in jail, the minute you release them, they're going to continue doing the thing they're doing. Hey, bro, just make sure you don't endanger a lot of people. That's all I'm going to say.
And their brain is not developed enough to realize the risk to other people. And I feel like you got to pick and choose your battles. And, like, while it is exciting, statistically, eventually, someone is going to crash, someone's going to die, someone's going to get paralyzed, and the game that sounded so fun is not so fun anymore.
I'm going to see y'all boys, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna be shooting videos tomorrow. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna see y'all boys. Or the next day. I don't know, bro. I'm going home.
Call me Master Zan, cause I'm a 50 bands.